Hi everybody, welcome to video 5. Me, myself, and my inner child, the little me inside. Everybody who is an adult had a childhood. And what this means is we have an inner child, meaning a child kind of inside of us who represents that time period for us, what we experienced, how we thought about the world, and who we were. So reconnecting to that piece or part of us is beautiful. And one of the ways it can be helpful is often it helps us become less reactive with our own children, if you have them, or with the children that you interact with, the next generation. Once you understand this younger piece to yourself and your psyche, it's easier to let a mistake of another child's go, or our own children. Especially if you recall that you were similar or perhaps did the same thing when you were their age. Now we have the ability to meet the needs that went unmet before for that inner child in ourselves. And this concept we call reparenting, where we can show up and maybe do the things or feel for ourselves in a way that didn't happen before. Sometimes we need the support of a professional to work through childhood issues. That's okay, that's brave. Get through the hard like a train through a tunnel so you can access that deeper authenticity and connection to the self. That playful, curious, and imaginative inner child in you. Now let's talk for a minute about play, because as we know, that is a pretty big part of childhood and probably our inner child. And if it's not, again, it could be very important for us to figure out how to play even later in life. So play takes curiosity and imagination. These things help us to be innovative, open, and creativity is just so organic for kids. They're really good at it. So in the Human Development School of Thought, there has been a projected dilemma or concern with brain development in children lacking imaginative play. Now, there were themes of lots of screen time and lack of outside time and play time off of screens. And around that, concern with the future innovation. And through that, projecting that we could lack the creativity and innovation of previous generations. That this generation going forward could have those issues of creativity due to the lack of play. Now, in couples therapy, one of the elements to healing the relationship is figuring out how to play together and how to connect in those lighter ways. Again, by being vulnerable with one another in that way. If you have a partner, how well do you know their inner child? Would you recognize them? Do they know yours? Struggling to connect to this concept, or is it kind of a weird one for you? The inner small you? Well, you can try this. What do you remember about your childhood? Yourself in childhood, what you were into, trains, Barbies, Lego, soccer. How did you feel when you did those things? Can you close your eyes and see it? Or even just remember a bit more. Let yourself play around with feelings surrounding play in the younger you, exploring that. Maybe you write about that. Maybe you let yourself think a little bit more about it or ponder on it. You were probably an interesting or fun kiddo, perhaps a delight. Find that you again and enjoy the younger part of you that they are. Now, thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. you and the little you. You're both welcome here. And would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by.